Texas. Today, a ranked versus ranked matchup as a couple of top 25 teams get set to go jaw to jaw. It's the Florida Gators and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you walk into Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison, it is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the air on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Pryor. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And, man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Firing to the right, complete. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
The Gators have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff ball running left. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. A run for the quarterback. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Throws to the wideout. And the third down pass is incomplete. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
And this place was going crazy before the game, and the offense on the first drive kind of quieted them down a little bit, but the defense, great job. They get a goal-to-go situation. They get the stop, force the field goal, force the miss. The crowd's back in it, baby.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
Reed. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Reed. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Snagged out of the air. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And listen, 3rd down and long is such a hard spot to be in. That's where defenses want offenses, right? Like, they got them right where they want them. But this is a really nice job by the playmaker. QB got him the football, and he didn't run out of bounds. Like, he fought for every single extra yard he could. Almost got to the 1st down marker, but now sets up a 4th down.
Gators sending the offense back to work. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the 1st. Drills him with the stiff arm. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their response.
Might have a chance. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gators!
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage Palmer too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Wrong touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Reed! Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Quick completion on the out. Could not make his way to the corner.
And that's just not the start they envisioned for this football game. First possession, you got a punt. Second possession now, 4th and short. Interested, do they push the gas pedal and be aggressive because it has been a slow start and they haven't gotten things going, and do they try to force it here?
They'll field this one in tight quarters. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got a man, it's Jackson. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
Come on, defense, what are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Running inside. It's Ball. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Some misdirection with the counter. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Quarterback empties his backfield. Throwing Reed. Rushes on him. And they got him.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Reed. He wants to go deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not a lot of room to make this catch. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball. Makes it past the marker. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
And this is a guy that gets stronger and stronger as the game goes on. After that last run, he's already now got 100 yards rushing.
Now on 1st down from the 40. This time he wants to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Wilson. And the Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Handoff for Ball. There's a crease. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
That is such great discipline by this defense. Bootleg is misdirection, right? Like showing something going the other way, roll the quarterback out. But when you read it and you see it and you don't bite on the other direction, you can make big plays, and the defense comes up with the big sack.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
The 12th man, more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. The Gators will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Here's Reed to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
To throw, it's Reed. Moving out to the right. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Not a lot of room to field this one. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game.
Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
And that's really the sign of a tight end that's elite. When you start recruiting these guys, man, can you make the first guy miss? That's what makes a tight end go from really, really good to elite. And he does a great job breaking the tackle and then starts chewing up yards after the catch. That's exactly what you want from a great tight end.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Here's a give the ball. Here's a little room there. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
The sure hands, it's ball. Smashes him with the stiff arm. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And that's a really good job by the quarterback, man. You run the play action, you want to take a shot. Nice job taking the check down. Running back does the rest and chews up some yardage.
The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Handoff for ball. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it again. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll go to the air. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Stop short of the first down marker. They are in field goal range, and 3 would make it a 2-possession game. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Give to the single back. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Craven. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed to rocket. Threw it in there. Great job. Great catch.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On the ground, it's Edwards. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Reed. He uncorks one deep. Reels it in down the left side. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10.
Blue 22. Bang, bang, bang.
Reed. That's caught. It's Bussey. Shakes off the defender. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Wide receiver going in motion. Goes to the option. Slither. Got a little grass. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll run it. It's Edwards. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Quarterback keep. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Throwing Reed. Under fire. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat and playing him like that.
Through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Under fire. Works the middle of the field. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Looking long. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Out of the backfield, he's open. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They booted away on fourth down. Now on the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Now on the move.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Here's Reed to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Edwards. There he goes! Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Run inside. It's Edwards. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Reed. Pressure coming. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. In the gun, 3rd down, Reed. Got his man. Gets it out across the 40, stopped short of the line to gain. They'll mark it at the 41, and might they choose to go for it here. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. And the ball comes to rest right there.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up with great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce 1 too many times and it climbs in the end zone, but that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. Brought down at the 20. It's a first down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
to give the ball. Maybe some room here. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. He's over 150 yards on the ground. Powerful running from him, and the Gators have a long list of guys who've done that, led by the great Emmitt Smith.
Unbelievable list. And you can go Ernest Graham, you can go Fred Taylor, you can go back as far as you want. Guys, you gave them the ball, great things happen. They could run you over, they could run around you. So they're going to continue to feature this guy because he's a lot like those greats.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
The kick is high and away and headed toward the sideline. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. We've reached a break. It's Florida with the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to the ground with the running back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
They come to the line, facing third and long from the 25. Reed. He's looking deep. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Gonna run it. It's Edwards. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Makes the catch. It's Warren. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the touchdown, Texas A&M. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Unloads to the right. The short hands, it's Ball. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
This is why I love getting running backs involved in the passing game. They're so good out in the open field. It can be a little dump-off pass, but these guys can make people miss. You saw that running back do it right there.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Running right, it's Ball. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Going to the run. It's Ball. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. They can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot.
Big-time kick right there, man. 4th quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or two more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing Reed. Caught behind the line. It's Owens. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Reads it, fires complete. Crosses the 45. Makes the catch, and he's free. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little...
Runs through a man, and he might have some space. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Will, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Now on first down from the 30. Wants to go right back downfield. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
So now it's second and long. Jones wants to throw it. He's got him.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll stop him short on third down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Down late in a 4-point game, they'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down. Here's Jaden one more time. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
That's a risky play call there, fourth and a couple of yards, and you turn around, you hand it to your running back, you say, my guy's a better athlete than any of yours on defense, and he's going to find a way to keep this drive going.
They're working that left side.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Got his man. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Turning it on. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Defense gets the timeout called. 20 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the fourth. Jones to throw. Got his man out of the backfield. Touchdown, Gators! They move on top here in the fourth. The Gators answer right back.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Quarterback making checks. Here's Reed to throw. Pocket breaking down. He's sacked. This defense all over him. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Texas A&M.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On the ground with the counter. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. From the gun on third down, it's Marcel Reed. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. After the interception, 0 showing on the clock, and that is how we'll end it. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.